3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll roll him out right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
The Texans are 2-10 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And he can't get rid of it, he's taken down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Here we go. On first down, it's Bowman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They run the counter. Bowman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Burrow will throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here we go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. On the crossing route, complete. It's Bush.
And the Jaguars are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bowman, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Houston. 67 yards.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. He'll drop to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here in the turnover on downs. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now Burrow down around his goal line. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Bowman, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd down, it's Bowman, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Bowman, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
Jaguars 14, Texans nothing. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the game for Cooks. That'll be a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's a give up the middle.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Back to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get 1st half scores just like this one.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Facing this big 1st half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
Well. Head the street.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
This time Burrow will look to throw. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Kenedawagu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Burrow picked off by a guy he won a title with at LSU, Derek Stingley. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Burrow on play action. Throw left side complete. That's Bush. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
The Texans take over first down 10 at their own 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. It's complete. It's Gore. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here we go. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Burrow.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Burrow. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Bowman. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down coming. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Reagor from 10 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Jaguars 31, Texans 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st down at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one,
and now here is another interception.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
11 Thomas. 11 Thomas.
On 2nd down now, it's Bowman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
11. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bowman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Please, Lion.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Being chased out left. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They're going to look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way.
Touchdown, Houston! Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bush. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
11 Thomas. Slow. 11.
They go play action with Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The completion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On one, ready?
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush.
Here we go.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 31.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Play action. It's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Again, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete as well.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Texans 14. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, Well, their defense has really struggled.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Thomas will come in motion right.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to...
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. On 2nd down, it's Bowman, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jaguars, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they're squarely in play for next year.
I'm really out for blood this time, look.